How diddly ho?
Hello.
September 17th. It's about 9 o'clock. Tigers are on. Losing 2-0 to the Cleveland Guardians. 7th inning.
The Indians.
The Indians. They are always the Indians. So we're going to hit you with a little Tigers baseball today as the season draws near, or to the end of the season, as the postseason draws near. Hopefully, the Tigers haven't clinched a postseason berth, obviously, nor the division yet. 5.5 up on the Tribe, with the Tribe in town for a series. Now, trailing 2-0 tonight after losing last night, this is a huge series for Detroit. This was an absolute must-win series. How many games are they playing? Is it 3?
3. Yeah.
They had to take 2. There's no question about it. You had to take 2. With the magic number dwindling down the last 2 weeks, you had to have closed. You had to seal the deal by now. They should have their trajectory all season long, up until the last, we'll say, to be fair, well, since the All-Star break, since after the All-Star break, they have been playing mediocre baseball at best. The pitchers are giving up big hits. Flaherty, the last I seen, he had 4 walks in like the 4th or 5th inning of the game tonight. Skubal is having issues as far as getting wins, as far as staying healthy. Only pitching 7 innings. I get it. I get it. But at the end of the day, you want him out there because he gives you your best chance of winning baseball games, especially this late in the season. Now,
I think he's pitching tomorrow.
Got to win. If you get swept by the Indians, I'm just going to say it. You should be on high alert for the end of the season because they dropped the Marlins series, correct?
Yeah.
Had to have that. That's a series you had to have, and this was supposed to be the statement series.
Mm-hmm.
What were they up?
10 closeout.
They were 10.5 up 2 weeks ago, correct?
Something like that, yeah.
And it's dwindled down to 5.5. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. They should have clinched the division by now. Screw the playoffs. Yeah. The division should have been locked up by now. And going into the playoffs, how confident do you feel that this team can make a deep playoff run?
I think if they stop. So AJ Hinch he likes to play chess these baseball games, which is great. That's what gets you to here. But now that you're here in the month of September, your big guys, your big dogs have to be playing every day. Every day. If you want that top 2 spot to get that bye, every day, you have to be playing Carp. You have to be trotting, McKinstry out there. Stop with these experiments of putting, a third baseman at second, a second and left, and your shortstop in center, and put the fucking aces in their places and win ball games. They should have had this locked up. The fact that Milwaukee is the first team to clinch out of baseball. I don't even think that there's an AL team that's clinched yet.
I don't think so either. To be fair, Milwaukee has been playing great baseball all year long, especially the second half of the season. They went on that tear. What was that winning streak they went on? What was it? Didn't they go on a double-digit winning streak?
I think so, yeah.
A little bit after the All-Star break.
Right. But, by now, the Tigers should have it locked up.
Well, that just truly shows you how...
I think there's 2 or 3 teams that have locked up and the NL have locked up their spot.
Toronto hasn't clinched the East. It's a rat race in the West between Houston and Seattle.
Yeah.
And... Again, theoretically, Detroit should have the division locked up. It should have been locked up.
They should have
last week.
They should have had it all locked up. That right now we should be talking about resting our guys. We got the number one seed.
Well, I think there'd still be a little bit of competition there with Toronto as far as that number 1 seed into the playoffs. Like you maybe could have been able to like skip a start for Scooble and give one of the younger guys, throw them in there for like, okay, we're gonna give you some time because come playoff time, we're gonna need you to perform at the best of your ability with experience against some of these better teams in the league.
But I think if in the last 3-4 weeks, if we haven't been dicking around and just throwing our best players out there and winning ball games, like there should have been no reason we dropped that series against the A's.
Absolutely no, none at all.
Like things like that, that's what start to add up where you're taking 1 of 3 to a team like Oakland, and you're giving teams like Toronto the opportunity to stay in the lead.
I think Toronto has like a 6-game lead now on Detroit as far as the
Yeah, we're fighting for the number 2 spot.
As far as the
And you don't want to fall out of that because Seattle's 2 games behind you.
It's a 4-game lead. Toronto has a 4-game lead on Detroit.
And Detroit has a 2-game lead on Seattle. It's kind of weird. It's like Tigers have 2 more wins than Seattle, but 2 more losses than Seattle. So I think it still plays out to be 2 games or whatever. But
Yeah.
you lose these series, but next week they go to what, New York? No, it's Atlanta comes here, and then they go to New York.
Cleveland.
No, they go to Cleveland.
They go to Cleveland.
Go to Boston.
Then they go to Boston, and that is it.
Like
Season's over.
If you don't win the series here against Cleveland, you have to win it there against Cleveland. Atlanta's not going to be, no.
If Atlanta throws Chris Sale one of those games, they're done. Chris Sale, for some reason, gets better as he gets older.
If they lose today, they might as well skip the start and have Scooble pitching in the Atlanta series. There's no point of pitching him right now.
Yeah. Well,
have one of your stupid fucking bullpen days. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like you have the opportunity to win these games and wrap this thing up, and we're playing the question mark game.
Yeah.
Like, why is Carp not in that lineup every day?
You need your big hitters in the lineup in big games, man.
And can we stop this narrative that Torkelson can steal bases? Because I'm getting real pissed off seeing this guy getting thrown out almost every game because he's trying to steal second.
Yeah,
he's not that fast. He has first to third speed, like we talked about earlier. He's not a base stealer. Stop it. I was at that game yesterday when he got thrown out of second. I was upset for 2 innings because that was a free out, and then they went on that run, in which if they didn't have that out from that stolen base, they would have gotten that run in, and the game would have been tied, and they probably would have rode that momentum. Just stupid baseball. It's typical Detroit baseball.
You want to take a guess where the Tigers are in the rankings as far as stolen bases? Take a guess.
Lower third. Probably there's how many teams?
Give me a number. There's 30 teams in the league.
30 teams in the league. 26.
Dead last.
Stop stealing bases.
7 games less than the 29th ranked team in stolen bases in the league, which is the San Francisco Giants. The Giants have 65 stolen bases. The Tigers have 58 total stolen bases on the season.
You don't have speed.
There's no speed whatsoever.
The fastest guy you have is Meadows.
Yeah.
He's not, I mean, he's fast, but.
Well, and that's the thing. And it's like we've talked about this on a more, on a personal level. It's the days of small ball are gone. You don't see teams making trades for players anymore at the trade deadline because he's fast, because he can steal bases, because he's a good pinch runner in a key spot in a big game late in the season when you've got to have speed on those base paths. You don't see it anymore. Where's the sacrifice bunts? Where are the drag bunts? right? You don't see it no more because that's not where the money is. That's not where the excitement is. Everybody wants to see home runs, and the players 9 times out of 10, if you look at the trajectory of their swings, they're swinging to hit a home run.
Yeah, that's all they're
It's
doing.
not even for contact anymore.
Everyone's hitting for power.
Everyone's trying, because at the end of the day, home runs bring in a crowd and home runs bring in big contracts for players.
Yeah.
If you go out there and take a look at this, get this. Cal Raleigh, 50 home runs, 50 plus home runs. And you know what? I'm going to get some stats right now, as a matter of fact, for Cal Raleigh. The talent in baseball today is, to me, could be better. Could be a lot better. They're talking about Cal Raleigh as an MVP candidate. Oh, he's got 56 home runs, 118 RBIs. He's batting 247, right? He's batting 247. That is, out of the entire league, 108th best in the entire league. Now, that tells you right there, the guy is either hitting a home run or he's flying out. And they're talking about him for MVP over my dead body. Well, in MVP, will there be an MVP who's batting anything under 280? At 247, you're going to give a guy an MVP vote at batting 247. Really?
Yeah, but I mean,
I get it. He's got 56 home runs.
MVP
He's a big fly hitter.
MVP is yearly basis. They're not thinking of career. I get what you're saying. I mean,
It's obvious this year for me. It's obvious who's the MVP in the American League. It's obvious. Judge. It's Aaron Judge. He's the best baseball player of the decade, next to Ohtani. And I hate admitting that, but I'm going to give Ohtani his flowers. He's one of the best baseball players of this era of baseball. If
anybody from the Yankees organization is possibly listening to this, please hear me out. Stop acting like Judge is a fielder and just park him in that DH spot. Do your team a favor. Just park him in that DH spot and just let him hit homers, because the guy is not a outfielder.
And most of the time when he gets hurt, it's because he's making a defensive play.
Yeah.
So,
But I could see why Cal Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh.
Yeah. I mean, he's a career 240 hitter, right?
Career?
Yeah. It's like what I was saying the other day, or earlier today, actually. There's no more 300 hitters. We've talked about that before. Like the era of the 300 hitters is done.
Career-wise, Cal Raleigh's 226.
Yeah.
This is his
I guess if you're
this is his 5th season in the league. Outside of this season, he's never hit more than 34 home runs. They're going to be drug testing the shit out of him in the offseason.
Maybe. But we got our little baseball jab out of the way. I was kind of ranting earlier about
the Red
Tigers.
The Red Sox, look, the Red Sox had a good opportunity to not just really solidify themselves as a playoff team, but get that number 1 spot in the wild card, because for a minute there we had the number 1 spot. I think for like 2 or 3 games we had the number 1 spot. And unfortunately to say, our demise came in the Yankee series.
Yeah.
Just recently.
They handled you pretty good.
We had to win that series to put them in the rear view. We didn't get it done. Now we're trailing them. So unfortunately to say, that last series, Detroit is Detroit's gonna be getting swept, man. I really hate to throw that out there, but at the end of the day,
better hope that Roman Empire comes back.
Well, I think he'll come back at the right time.
Is he slotted to come back, or is he out for the year?
They said 4 to 6. That was what, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is the last week and a half of the season. 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, you could see him. Young guy, maybe they
Maybe in
the
if we make it that far to the championship series. I mean, I wouldn't want to risk bringing him back early if it's going to hurt him again. You know what I'm saying? Like if we got to go a series without him, so be it. Honestly, I didn't think we would be here at this point in the season, which gives me a lot of confidence going into the offseason as far as being able to bring in some pieces. They've locked up basically their entire future as far as Marcelo Mayer and what's his name just signed the big deal. Kid we were just talking about.
Roman Anthony.
Rome, yeah. Gonzalez is another one. I don't know what they're on the mend with him. I don't know if they're going to send him back down to Pawtucket or Worcester or whatever. They've changed their minor league organization so many times. I don't know what they are. Now? It was the Pawtucket Red Sox, aka the Pawtucket Paw Sox, because it was like the Red Sox, like how the B is, but it was a P.
Oh, okay.
For Pawtucket, and it had a bear claw coming through it, or something like that. I think they're Worcester now. But that kid they sent down to Worcester, Christian Campbell, he's doing really well down there, and maybe we bring him up right before the playoffs start, and maybe he gets hot. Maybe he's the guy.
Who's that pitcher they just brought up? Pitched really well. What's his name?
Tello or
Teller?
Something. Yeah, something like that. Kid with the mustache. I think he's got a mustache. Yeah. Oh, awesome. And then they brought up another kid who just went like 5 innings and had 11 strikeouts or something like that. So the futures are looking really good for Boston. And getting Devers off the books for that 350. Whew, that was huge. That was freaking huge. And that may be where they're getting this money to keep these, to re-sign these guys. But at the end of the day, I can't help but think that if the Yankees don't get it done this year, they're going to spend. In Boston, I'm not saying that the goal is to compete with New York as far as like spending or bringing guys in. Like the two teams are usually interested in the same players. You know what I mean? Like if there's a pitcher out there in free agency that like New York is interested in, Boston 9 times out of 10 will be interested in that same player, vice versa. And then that becomes the bidding war. Boston I don't think that they will win a bidding war with the Yankees. But at the same time, I don't think that. Well, I mean, everybody needs pitching,
Yeah. Yep.
And
do you think
it's going to be an interesting offseason, nonetheless?
Do you think, like if teams have a rivalry like Boston and New York, do you think either will go after a player only because the other team wants that player?
I think New York doesn't have a problem doubling down on a contract. Like if, say Boston wanted a relief pitcher at $15 million over 3 years, I think New York would like offer him 30 for 2, just so Boston couldn't get him. That was something New York used to do way back in the early 2000s. Every year they were bringing in the best talent available. I mean, Gary Sheffield, Alex Rodriguez, Randy Johnson, Mark Teixeira. The pitching was, and it's actually quite incredible at the fact that they only won 1 World Series in like the last 25 years. Like, that's insane.
Looking up free agents after this year.
Well, that's a whole different can of worms right there as far as talking about that.
Alex Bregman opt out.
I don't understand it. Why? He's already getting paid. Is $40 million not enough? How much more do you want?
Maybe it's not the money. Maybe it's just.
Well, even look at the situation. The team's winning ball games.
You know what I think it is. Honestly, what I think he's gonna do what Carlos Correa did. Let's get the band back together.
Fuck.
He's gonna go back to Houston. He's gonna opt out.
What a bum.
Houston's gonna re-sign
What a
him.
bum.
Fuck it. AJ Hench weasels his way out of his contract, goes back.
Yeah, right. Whoops. I don't.
It's gonna be an interesting couple weeks.
No, baseball wise, it's.
But I'm here for it.
Boy, that confidence for me for Detroit, even for Boston too, because they've been playing like crap lately, and it's extremely unsatisfying. And they got to get it together, both teams, Detroit and Boston, because our dream matchup of the ALCS between Boston and Detroit needs to happen this year. There's no question about it. So we're finished with baseball on that matter. There's really nothing more to talk about. I mean, Tigers are in some trouble. They need help. But we'll see what the future holds. It's 2-0 still. Guardians. Bottom of the 8th inning. Boston tied the game up with Oakland, as they should have. Spencer Torkelson at the bat, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts on the day.
Yep. Nervous.
So
it's like I'm trying to think of I like analogies. I'm thinking about a good analogy for this. It's like when you tell your kid no, I just can't. I can't even there's no analogy. They're shitting the bed. It's like when you tell your kid, don't shit in the bed, and they shit in the bed.
okay.
It's like, just don't shit in the bed.
Yeah. Just don't do it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the one thing you just don't do.
Just win.
Yeah.
Just win, baby.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
Yeah. It's football time. Yes, Detroit Lions. Week 1 disaster. Week 2 triumph. Now, you didn't watch the game, did you?
Not a lick.
No. The game went as expected as far as what I thought. The home opener for Detroit, the Bears, nobody likes the Bears. And the fact that your young apprentice is coming into your village trying to burn it down. And boy, at 0-2 and with your team dropping 50 points, will Ben Johnson even have a chance in Chicago? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Is he going to have an opportunity in Chicago to get anything going?
Yeah, because I think he's going to say that this isn't my quarterback, and I think they're going to ditch Caleb.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about it is when you bring in a new coach, like a year or two after a draft, with a team that just took a quarterback who's been talked about. I mean, the Bears were talking about taking Caleb Williams before that season even ended. And, new coach, new system, new style. Caleb Williams, you would probably think that Ben Johnson would want a quarterback similar to Jared Goff, because that's what he's worked with for the last couple of years. That's the kind of quarterback, like a stay in the pocket quarterback, don't run around so much. But does Chicago have the offensive line that can keep him protected in the pocket? That's another question for you there. They went out and signed Joe Thuney to a massive contract from Kansas City, who had he had a terrible Super Bowl against Philadelphia last year. Gave up a lot of pressures on Mahomes. Gave up a lot of big plays last year. There's a reason Andy Reid didn't bring him back. And Chicago jumped on him, threw him a big deal.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, they thought that they had the guys. They were optimistic about that line.
I like O'Dunes. He looked really good in that game. I don't know what his numbers were, but it seemed like every time Caleb Williams was throwing the ball, it was going right to Rome O'Dunes. Got a little sneak peek of him in Washington in the national championship game the year before when they played Michigan. Penix as well, because he was the quarterback for Washington as well.
Or is it just growing pains with Chicago? I mean, not growing pains. Well, I guess it's growing pains. Like, okay.
Hey, look at Dan Campbell. His first year in Detroit, they were like 0-10 before they won their first game.
I'm not particularly fond of Caleb Williams. I don't really pay attention to him. I think he's going to be one of those middle of the pack quarterbacks. He's going to be like a Dak Prescott, like where isn't he in that elite quarterback? Where is he? Elite, good, great? What level is he in? I think he's going to be that style of quarterback, but I mean, his second year, he's already had 2 coaches.
Yeah, that's a problem. There's no development there.
Yeah, first season, so it's basically his rookie year again.
Yeah,
he shows signs of maybe he's just a slow learner. But I've been saying it since he was at USC. He's not that good. He won the Heisman. When was the last time a Heisman winner lost 4 games? USC lost 4 games his senior year. 4 or 5.
It's crazy.
It's 4.
It's crazy.
When was the last time a Heisman winner lost 4 games? He threw like 1 or 2 interceptions in the bowl game that I believe he lost.
Yeah.
Because there was videos of him crying on the sideline with his mom.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's like, that's the number 1 pick from this year. I don't get it. But best of luck to you, Benjamin. Best of luck to you, Caleb.
Yeah, no, not best of luck to you. You bums.
Also, why do we hate Ben Johnson?
I don't hate him. I mean, I don't think he is everything that people. Okay, this is my best comparison. Ben Johnson is what Josh McDaniels was when he left New England. Everybody said, "Oh, he's an offensive mastermind. Oh, he's so good. Oh, this Patriots offense is so great. Oh, McDaniels is a genius." And then he goes off on his own, right, with Denver. And they start the season, 2-6. Guy gets fired. Goes back to New England. Wins 3 Super Bowls. Then gets a job with Vegas. Mm-hmm. Same damn thing. When the Patriots were winning those Super Bowls, all you heard on television was Al Michaels talking about, "Oh, Josh McDaniels, he's so great. He's such a great offensive play caller. He really knows how to get it done. And he's going to have a lot of teams calling him for a head coaching position next season." Well, he went to the Raiders.
Yeah.
And he got fired after 1 season? Did he even last the whole season? So some coaches are just made to be coordinators. They will never be anything better than coordinators. A lot of New England's assistants in the past, the same thing. Like when the Patriots won those first 3 Super Bowls, it was Belichick, Charlie Weiss, and Romeo Crennel. Those were the Weiss was the offensive coordinator. Yep. Crennel was the DC, and Crennel went to Houston, or it was Houston? Cleveland.
No, I went to Kansas City.
He went somewhere. I think it was
Kansas City.
He went somewhere, yeah. But Charlie Weiss went to Notre Dame.
Yep. Charlie Weiss went to Notre Dame,
and they both failed.
Um, I remember there was
Billy,
like a press conference or something.
there's only been one coordinator that New England has ever put out, as far as like an OC, that as far as like my expectations would be considered, has lived up to those expectations, and that's it's Billy O.B. He left New England without winning a Super Bowl and went to Houston and took Houston to multiple playoff appearances, multiple division championships. And out of all the head coaches, all the coordinators that had from New England that had become head coaches, Bill O'Brien was the only one really that really lived up to that expectation. I guess you could say Vrabel, because Vrabel was a linebackers coach, but he wasn't like the defensive coordinator,
Yeah.
So
He went from a linebackers coach to head coach in Tennessee.
I think so. I can't recall. I remember he was a defensive. He was some kind of coach for the defense. I mean, they're not gonna make him a fucking cornerbacks coach when he played linebacker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that it hasn't worked out for Patriots assistants, but
Let's see, where was he coaching?
Vrabes,
Ohio State linebacker coach, Ohio State defensive line coach, Houston Texans as a linebacker coach, Houston Texans as the defensive coordinator, Tennessee as the head coach, Cleveland Browns as a coaching as
could have swore he
consultant.
was a linebackers coach for New England. He
No,
played
for Houston.
for Houston.
Houston linebacker coach, then the defensive coordinator, then the Tennessee.
And he took him to the AFC Championship game.
Tennessee?
The Titans.
Yeah.
I think against it was either Cincinnati or Kansas City. Can't remember which. I think that year I was just happy because Kansas City wasn't they didn't have an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. You got a lot of nerve saying that for being a Patriots fan,
What?
that I can't stand seeing Kansas City in the AFC Championship game every year. We lived that dream. We were there every fucking year. Every goddamn year the Patriots were in the AFC Championship game. Whether we won it or we lost it, we were in it. I think we went like 8 years in a row.
Mm.
We played Denver twice, 3 times, I think. We beat them. No, let's see. They beat us twice to go to the Super Bowl because one year they lost to Seattle, and then the next year they beat what's it called? The Panthers in the Super Bowl. But one thing I will tell you about a Patriots Super Bowl is whether you love them or you hate them, every single Super Bowl that they've been a part of in this era's, like our era's generation, it's always been great.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The Seattle game come down to a last minute interception, to win the Super Bowl. Or the Atlanta game being down 20 to whatever. I'm a little too inebriated right now to think of the score.
And that
So-
one game against that team that was whatever to whatever.
Well, the Rams, that first one against the Rams, that one will always be, the Don Juan Super Bowl, because that was the first one. And everything that had transpired that season, with Drew going down and Brady taking over the reins, it was the beginning of.
Yeah, they didn't take the team over, and that was the year they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And that was the last year they played at Old Schaefer Stadium before they moved to Foxborough. So that was the last year they played at their old stadium, and they won the Super Bowl there.
Yeah.
Not there, but while they were representing that old stadium, you know what I mean? Then they went to Gillette and won fucking 5 more, and representing that stadium as well. Great times, man. I'll tell you. Realistically, and I'm not even going to hit you with they could have won 15 more Super Bowls than they really did. Because at the end of the day, they didn't. You know what I mean? Fate
Yeah.
took them in a different direction, and maybe it was designed that way. Maybe fate designed that to happen for them, you know. But I will tell you this. Realistically, if they played if they played the best football that they could have played in these particular seasons that I'm gonna name to you, there's no question that they'd probably have about 9 right now. So they ended with 6. I give Philly that one, the one that they beat us on, because, well, maybe I won't, because we didn't have Jules. Edelman tore his ACL in fucking Ford Field.
Is that the year they did that trick play to win?
Yeah, which, by the way, that play was illegal. But that's neither here nor there.
That's another episode.
Yeah, that's a whole different. I'm gonna have a chalkboard and I'm gonna break shit down for you, like real.
That's gonna be our first live episode.
Real
Live
science.
on camera.
Yeah, real scientifically, I'm gonna have like a doctor's laboratory fucking suit on, and I'm gonna have chalk, and it's gonna be X divided by YC and MC squared and run DMC, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on that board. It's gonna be really hard to follow, but I need you to stick with me here.
Already lost.
You see what I mean? Man, Patriots winning could only be explained through long algebra. What was it? Pythagorean theorem? I'm not even gonna try.
Pythagorean.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. God damn it! I'm gonna hit you with that instead. So the Eagles, that one's up for debate. But if they played that 07 Giants team, like they literally beat the pants out of every other team that whole year. There was no contest between anybody that year. This is just those fucking bastardist Giants. Both of those Giants games, we had it in the bag. They dropped the ball. The 06 AFC Championship game, if I can recall, it was us and the Colts. We were up on the Colts 24-3 at halftime in Lucas Oil. I'm celebrating. I'm in my kitchen dancing around. I said, we're going back to the Super Bowl again. The Bears had just clinched that afternoon. So I said, this is going to be a cakewalk. Because what's his name was their quarterback? Rex Grossman was Chicago's quarterback. And like how he even had a job in the league was just amazing enough, you know. And in the second half of that football game, Patriots fell apart and lost. That should have been another one.
So you're saying these games, if they would have played better, they would have won?
Yeah, I'm talking, and I'm not even talking play better. I'm talking it's a 1 or 2 play deal. Like, for instance, and I know that's a part of the game. I get it. I'm not making excuses. I'll never make excuses. Because at the end of the day, that's what makes those games so great. Are moments like that, like the helmet catch. If that catch doesn't happen, that game is over, right? If Wes Welker in 2011, if Wes Welker catches that ball that's thrown right to him to get that first down, that game is over. You know what I'm saying? So that's 2 right there off rip that we're talking just plays. Now, goes both ways. What if the Seahawks run the football instead of throwing it? Marshawn Lynch, he's getting 2 yards. He can get that in his sleep.
I think
Seahawks win. What if the Atlanta Falcons don't implode completely? I mean, if the Falcons make 1 play in that Super Bowl, we're not talking about a 5th championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the door swings both ways, but being a fan, I'm gonna look at it through my way, you know. So, but again, that's what made those Super Bowls so great. You're not gonna win them all, and those tough losses will season you, and it will. Okay, now you know what it's like to get there and lose. I'm talking about as a fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what it's like for your team to get there and lose. And you're like, whoa, this is hard to handle. Man, I've seen that in my life, like as an adult 3 times.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? seeing your team lose the Super Bowl 3 times. That would break any man.
I haven't seen my team win the Super Bowl 3 times.
I mean, Buffalo hasn't gotten to the Super Bowl
I mean,
as
even,
our adult life.
even growing up as a Lions fan.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if, imagine in this era, like the Lions get to the Super Bowl 3 times in, say, like 8 years, and they lose all
like
of
our
them.
lifetime.
Yeah, and they lose them all. That'll
Like
devastate people.
like the 4 Bills.
Oh God. I mean, you want to talk
see that
about heartbreak?
documentaries
Oh
about
yeah,
that? Oh,
yeah.
that's so good.
Four Falls of Buffalo. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. It's a really good documentary.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking if you're a Bills fan. Absolutely heartbreaking, earth shattering. Because it's funny, because me and Alan were just talking about that like 2 days ago. Because it's on Netflix, I guess. He said he's seen it on Netflix. And I was doing a little deep dive research, and from like 90 to 94, those 4 years, it was like 13-3, 10 Pro Bowlers,
Yeah. And they
13-3.
Just
I mean, dude, one playoff run, they beat the pants off of Miami and like or Houston, one of the two. They get to the AFC Championship game against the Raiders and beat them like 51-7. Like, oh my God, this team is going to bludgeon whoever they play. And I think that was the Norwood miss game against the Giants. Scott Norwood, where he missed the kick.
yeah.
But I mean, 4 losses in a row. I mean, I don't think any fan can handle 4 losses, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine being like, say we're in our 30s, say we're younger than we are now, and we're like super way more invested in football than we, are now. And you see your team get to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row and lose every single time. What does that do to you as a fan? Like, I've got to wonder, like, you can't give up on them because every year they're dominating.
Yeah.
They just lose the one game that fucking matters in the end.
That's why I start it's cursed. They're cursed.
Is that what it is? Is that what the reasoning is?
I don't know, maybe.
I totally believe in sports curses.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
I mean, I'm not saying that's true. That's what I would say. I would start the rumor that it was a curse.
Sure.
To kind of soften the blow of my team losing 4 times in a row.
Sure.
But I mean, it's kind of similar to seeing your team never win, kind of just give up. It's kind of what I did with the Lions. I had to literally ask myself, like, why are you wasting your Sundays with this team?
Yeah.
I
But-
just stopped watching them.
But I got to tell you though, that's what makes being a fan of that team such a great feeling. Because I know many people that through the years of my life, I'll say from the age of like 16 to now, it's really hard to find those homers. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are either, oh, I'm a Chiefs fan. Well, why? It's because they're winning. 10 years ago when they had Alex Smith, I bet you didn't know anything about him. You know what I mean? Like, or, oh, I like the Eagles because they have Saquon and Jalen Hurts. Like, then no, you don't like the Eagles. I feel like you have to have a true connection with a team. Just bandwagon fans. I guess that's what it comes down to. It's a bandwagon fan.
Guess, and then if that's the case, then you can label me as a bandwagon fan. Like,
well,
I just started liking the Bills.
Well, let me ask you this:
2 years, a year or two, I started watching the Bills on a regular basis. What year? Can you tell me what year it was? Fitzpatrick was the quarterback, and they went to the playoffs.
So New England was still dominating the AFC East. Buffalo was still never winning meaningful fucking division games. Yeah. They were lucky to even be in a spot to get to the playoffs. What was their first playoff appearance prior to them going with Josh Allen? It was like 2019 or 20 was like...
No, it was... I'm pretty sure it was the year...
when they had that defensive lineman who was in there just like crying.
Year or two...
Williams?
Something like that, yeah. It was a year or two before Josh Allen was drafted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you were a fan then, before they were winners, before they are what they become now.
Yeah, it
You
was
know,
like on the cusp.
yeah.
But yeah, I
You
get
know,
what
the Patriots. You know, that's all I was ever told when I was younger.
4-0 Cleveland.
It's over.
Damn.
The last I checked, it was the 9th inning. It's not over yet. Cleveland must be having an inning. Who's pitching?
I don't even care. We're talking football. It's football season.
Yeah.
Right now in this moment, it is football season.
But as far as the Lions go, we'll put everything else off to the side for now. As far as the Lions go, me personally, I'm just speaking off of what I seen personally between the Packer game and the Bears game. Yes, it's a different opponent. Yes, one team's a contender, the other team is not. Yes, you were going into Lambeau week 1. Yes, you were home week 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a lot of advantages to week 2 to have been able to put a stomping on Chicago, which you did. You did, which you should have.
Yeah.
You needed to do that.
That was
The offense looked incredibly better than they did week 1, which is good. The defense is still, to me, a little shaky. They still have to get some things cleared up. A little rib here. Deion Branch is the best safety in football right now.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Which is funny because Deion Branch is actually a Patriots receiver like 15 years ago that the Jonathan Vilma, the announcer for the game. Oh, you didn't hear the game, so you don't get the context. Shit. So the entire game, Jonathan Vilma was calling Brian Branch, Deion Branch.
I didn't even realize
Yes.
it. I didn't even know it was
The whole game. And I'm like, Deion Branch. I was watching the game with Mike, and I looked over at Mike, and I'm like, did he call him Deion Branch? And Mike's like, yeah. I'm like, no, hell no. There's no way, because Deion Branch was a Patriot like 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like Super Bowl MVP. Stop living in the past. No, that's Brian Branch. I truly believe he is the best safety in football. I mean, he needs to make better decisions. He had a flag on Caleb Williams for illegal blow to the head. It wasn't like, dirty. I mean, he jumped up to try to bat the ball down, and his arm came down and landed on Caleb Williams. So it wasn't like malicious. Right. You know what I mean? Nonetheless, they're going to call it every single time.
Absolutely.
But outside of his physicality, like I'll never, as a safety, I'll never be like, hey, tone that shit down a little bit, man. You're a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
That's what you got to bring to the table every time. Yeah. Dan Campbell, I think he said before, if he's not, I'm going to say he said it right now. He would rather Deion, he'd rather Brian Branch put a hit on a running back and get a 5-yard personal foul than for Brian Branch to not play his style of football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll take that penalty all day as long as it's not something to where he's, doing something in a malicious
You're not
manner.
Turning that 5 into a 15.
Exactly.
And an ejection.
Exactly.
And back to the game on Sunday, I know, even though I didn't watch it, those are the games that the Lions would never win. You know what I mean? Like, you dropped the first game, divisional game, you dropped it. It would, in an SOL fashion, they would go and lick their wounds and drop the second game, and so it's nice seeing them get the job done.
They definitely look like a different team week 2 as opposed to week 1. And I'll tell you, they better tighten up them bootstraps, because come Monday, they've got probably the biggest test of the season. Now, I told one of my coworkers,
You think they're
I
gonna win?
said Detroit will upset Baltimore week 3, and I will still stand by that. I think Detroit wins. I think, in my opinion, I think if you are what you claim to be, a good team, I think you have to win.
Yeah.
I think you have to go out and win, because if you go out and you get beat by anything more than 10 points, boy, there's going to be a lot of doubt. You just got beat by double digits against a team that you're supposed to be comparable to, right?
Yeah.
Not only that, but you've started the season 1-2. Now, the schedule may be a little bit easier now that I'm looking at the bigger picture now of the first couple weeks of the season. I don't see Cincinnati as a threat anymore.
Right.
Kansas City may not be a threat anymore. Baltimore, we know Detroit has a good interior run defense up the middle, which is going to come in incredibly handy this Monday against Derrick Henry.
He was having a real hard time hanging onto the ball right now.
Yes.
Get your
And
hands in there.
Detroit, if there's one thing that is going to be exciting to watch as a fan, is going to be Derrick Henry against this Lions defense. You're talking intensity against intensity colliding.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit is going to bring, I'm telling you right now, Branch is going to be coming downwind every opportunity he gets to put a hit on Derrick Henry. And I don't think he can do it. I don't think he's man enough to fucking put Derrick Henry on his ass.
Did you see the guy from Cleveland? He was getting interviewed the other day, and they were like, how do you feel going up against Derrick Henry? How are you planning on attacking him? And he was just like, he ain't that hard to tackle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then Henry came out and was like, oh, we'll see on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Another thing I do believe about the defense, they do not spy Lamar Jackson. Do not do it. Play aggressive. Blitz the shit out of him. Make him have to make a snap decision.
Yeah, he's not that good at making quick decisions like that.
If you spy him with Campbell or Anzalone or whoever is out there,
you're not going to beat him one-on-one.
There's no chance. There's no chance. You may
Unless
be
you're
able.
A goddamn mathematician, scientist. You know angles.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You may know where he's going to go, but you'll never be able to catch his ass.
No, because by the time you get there, he's already over there.
He's gone. So you've got to bring the linebackers all day long. Make him make a mistake. Force him to make a mistake. Throw the ball early. Throw interceptions. Throw off routes. Make it, and that will equate to sacks. Obviously, at the end of the day, that is the key to beating Baltimore Monday. Is bring that heat. Bring it. And don't be surprised if Branch comes down on some safety blitzes as well. That is going to be huge right there. I think that's going to be a huge call.
Do you think if Baltimore tries to go the speed route, because Baltimore's offense is clearly more faster than Detroit's defense.
Yeah.
And like a comparison of a foot race, there's no question.
There's no chance.
Do you think Baltimore's offense is too fast? If they go that fast route, I mean, you can bring in the intensity all you want, but like I said, if you're supposed to be here, these guys are already over there. Flowers, he zips around in his routes. Do you think Arnold's fast enough to keep up with him? Well, they played last year. They played each other last year, right? That's becoming like a little rivalry, Baltimore and Detroit.
Yeah.
I feel like
Baltimore, I don't think they played last year. They didn't.
No.
They didn't, because Detroit's 2 losses last year came from Buffalo and Tampa, because they finished 15-2, but it was a year prior to that.
Who was the first one?
Buffalo.
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait.
Okay.
Wasn't the Patriots, so
I was there. I was the red jersey in the sea of blue.
Oh shit. They yeah, but like two years ago, they went into Buffalo and got stomped. Like Buffalo or Baltimore. Baltimore beat the crap out of them. I think it was like 31-0 or something like that. Yeah, I think as far as your question goes, do I think Baltimore's offense is going to be a little too fast for Detroit's defense and Detroit's physicality? Yeah, the game's over.
Yep.
That was the game. Will Detroit's physicality and intensity be enough to stop a fast-paced Baltimore offense? I think it all depends on really whatever Baltimore runs early. I mean, obviously they're going to try to establish a running game early. I mean, that's the key to winning any game offensively is being, multi-dimensional. If you can't establish a good running game, then, you become one-dimensional with your passing game. And then if you're going up against a decent defense, I mean, I know Derrick Henry didn't get shit last week for points. They played Cleveland. I think they beat
last week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They beat him 41-10. And Derrick Henry had like 20 yards, like in a blowout.
He fumbled in the Bills game.
Yeah.
Fumbled in that game.
And
he's got like 3 or 4 fumbles on the season already.
And if you can't get things going on the ground, against a good defense, like Detroit, I wouldn't say Detroit's defense is good yet. I think they have the potential during the course of the season to be one of the better defenses as they play more games and play better teams. They'll be able to develop better as a defensive unit.
Yeah, grow.
Yes. I think the defense may be I don't know. It's going to be, a tough question.
This might be a game I have to watch. It's on Monday, right?
It's Monday night, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on one of the 50 fucking streaming services you got to fucking apply for.
It's unreal.
That's sickening. Holy Christ, it's almost 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock.
Wrap her up.
Yeah, we'll wrap her up here in about a few. As far as our next segment goes, we'll try to get it out as soon as possible. We will be talking Halloween movies. We're getting to that time of the year, ladies and gentlemen, of spooky season.
Ooh.
And we will be talking about Halloween movies. I will be referencing some Halloween movies to watch, and I'm not talking your basic Fridays and Nightmares and Halloween franchises.
We're talking full 1-hour episodes on Hubie Halloween.
Oh God, that's. Ugh.
You ever watch that movie?
Yeah,
it's fucking great. Come on.
I'm not an Adam Sandler guy, man.
What?
I'm just not. I don't like comedy. I mean, I do to a certain degree, but I mean, dude, when I was like 12, I was watching Halloween on Christmas morning. Like that's just where it is for me. Horror movies are my comfort shows. Horror series are my comfort shows. Serial killer documentaries are what I go to. Those are the go-tos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be discussing Halloween movies. Good ones. I didn't say bad ones. I said good ones. Yeah, boy.
Casper, the Friendly Ghost. Do you like that one?
Hey, I mean, family friendly. We could go all over the place, man. I'm talking. We could do family friendly movies to watch with the family and the kids. We could do
just off the map ones like Murder Chicken 64.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, right.
Just rhymed on that.
You'd watch it.
Yeah, boy. I don't know. Depending on the plot.
There was like a murderous chicken that was murdered. I mean, listen, dude. We watched a movie about a murderous possessed hand
Idle Hands, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Don't sit there and tell me that you wouldn't watch
That's a classic though,
Murder
man.
Chicken.
Fuck, Idle Hands is such a classic 90s movie. Everybody
It's
loves
great,
Idle Hands.
but don't sit there and tell me that if I was like, bro,
Oh, playing a little two ball there, bud.
watch this movie. It's called Murder Chicken. It's fucking great. It's terrible. You would watch it.
Look, dude, if you go on Tubi, they have like 30 different, I was telling you earlier, they have like 30 different fucking Amityville horror movies. One as dumb as the next. It's like fucking Amityville Bigfoot, Amityville AI, Amityville on Mars, which is like, what the fuck are you? How do you even get Amityville on Mars? Like, how does the house end up on fucking Mars?
That's crazy.
You know, cashing in on a franchise.
You ever seen the movie Jacob?
I have not.
It's a good one.
I've seen Jacob's Ladder,
No, it's
but that's
Jacob.
a little
It's
fucking
like a
touched.
low budget short film. It's like
Yeah.
70 minutes long, 60 minutes long.
God, there's so many I could run through right now. Like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
We'll get to it. That'll be our next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're probably gonna go ahead and hit you with some spooky intros for like our intro music. You know, I know everybody loves and they beg for that, you know, our fantastic intro music there at the beginning.
Oh, they beg for it. They asked me to send it to them.
They ask what the MP3 file is on that. I tell them, I said I can't give away everything. You know, some secrets are left untold.
Have you ever heard
man.
of the Krabby Patty secret formula? They don't just hand those out.
No, hell no. We got that. We have that in a box wrapped up down here in a chain, and it'll never be opened ever. So we'll hit you with some Halloween music. Hopefully we don't get hit with copyright infringements.
Spooky skeletons. We'll just
We'll just sing it ourselves.
Sing it all ourselves.
We'll put in like we'll put in fucking like special effects like fuck, that'd be so impossible to do. Like how do we even be able to?
I don't know.
I have to think of something. But yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, we will definitely do that. I don't know when we can get on here. I mean, when you guys hear it, I mean, it'll be pretty much, you know, like, you know, you're hearing it the next day. For us, it may be next week, maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, maybe next month. You know, we'll
do our Halloween episodes Christmas.
Yeah, we'll get on. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get on. We'll post it. We'll get on here at Christmas time talking about Halloween movies. I'll tell you, if I'm still alive by Christmas, that's what we'll do. I may not be alive. I may kill myself from depression after fucking Halloween because I go in like a 10-month state of depression because I'm like, son of a bitch.
Like,
Halloween's over.
You're like Michael Myers hiding, trying to regenerate himself.
Oh, I'm so sad, dude. I get so depressed. I'm like, everybody's like, yeah, Christmas. I'm like, fuck Christmas. Fuck Thanksgiving. Fuck everything. It fucking sucks.
That fucking turkey could fuck Santa.
Yeah, fuck that turkey. Fuck football. Hey, listen to me when I say this. Fuck football. That's how fucking depressed I get when Halloween is over. Because the season changes, right? We go from spooky season to like one every 12 fucking people on the street decorating their houses for Halloween now. From good weather, great movies on television, great movies streaming for free without having to buy them. And then once Christmas shows up, it's like, it's over. As soon as, dude, I'm telling you, all these streaming services, my fucking neighbors, there's a conspiracy on this block. Let me tell you something. How much time we got? There is a conspiracy on this fucking block. The minute Halloween is over, they all rush to take their decorations down. Not me. I swear to Christ, I will leave my shit up when Santa Claus comes and squeezes his fat ass down my chimney.
I'm pretty sure last year your Halloween decorations
February 23rd, they were up until, my friend. I have it on my calendar.
You still have a skeleton hanging outside your house.
But that's a house decoration, man. That's the Fiend. He stays up year round. He watches Big Nose next door. He makes sure he doesn't fuck with my bushes.
Pissing your bushes, bitch.
Pissing in my bushes.
You and your friends, your crackhead friends, pissing in my bushes.
I reckon you come down around here pissing in my bushes.
He's just one of our followers. He's like, I fucking knew it. Those fuckers are pissing in my bushes.
I heard them fuckers pissing in my bushes.
Let's
I
just tell
reckon
him.
I'll call the cops on him next Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
Let's tell him somebody is pissing in the bushes.
I'm gonna tell him next time I see him, Harold, come here. Hey man, I don't want anybody to hear this, but I seen some kid walking down the road the other day and he pissed right in your bushes. I was gonna stop him, dude, but I was standing there in amusement that somebody would even do that to you. I just figured I'd let you know.
I just sat there and I thought to myself, I said, Self,
He don't
That's-
believe a damn thing that I tell him.
that's the guy that's pissing in them bushes.
That's that guy that's pissing in them there bushes.
Hey, everybody, Smokey back here taking a shit.
Good old Friday.
All right, boys and girls.
Yeah, we're gonna end it on that note. We're gonna hit you. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and hit you with some Halloween time music right now. This is a little number from the movie, a Stephen King classic, The Graveyard Shift. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your night. Have a good night. We'll talk to you as soon as we can. And one thing I want to say is, if there is anybody out there listening other than me and Phil like 40 times to get our views up, if there are any Halloween movies that you can think of that you would like us to review, talk about, explain, ones that you thought that were awesome, we can talk about them. Just go ahead and leave your comment in the box below.
Yeah. Comment,
Comment.
subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, it can be whatever, man. I mean, any kind of Halloween movie that you're digging, any movie at all. Period. I mean, me and Phil are like movie critics, I guess you could say. We
will download the script and reenact the movie on an episode.
Oh fuck yeah, that's for our next project. We'll get an actual like video camera in here and like record us doing shit.
And be like actors.
Yeah, fuck yeah, why not? We'll call Hollywood and tell them
I got the face for radio, bud.
we can act. But all right, guys, we will talk to you soon. Everybody have a good night. Out.
Peace.
God, this is bad. America. This place is destined. Maybe. I'm a little prejudiced. You got a problem? I ain't got a problem. You got a problem?
I ain't got a problem.
What's your problem, boy? The graveyard shift. No problem.
Come on, take a break.
Somebody call Craig. Break's over.
Come on, take a break.
Don't piss me off. Break's over. You better be punching out the time card.
Come on, take a break.